Hello, hello, hello. Today I've got a book recommendation for you, and I'm going to be sharing my deal pipeline for the month. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Land Flipping 101. I am Chris Thomas, and I help real estate investors achieve 100% return on investment and at least $20,000 profit per deal without ever seeing the property or fixing anything, using my Land Flipping 101 high profit secrets. If you're interested in going more in depth on how I do these deals, then RSVP for my High Profit Secrets webinar coming up very soon. The registration link is at the top of the Facebook group page for Land Flipping 101. So type into the chat, how many of you are struggling to reach your goals? Or how many of you are struggling to even name your goals beyond, I want to make more money? Something I learned to do is guard my thought life. Have you ever heard the saying, thoughts are things? Richard Williams, who's the father of Wimbledon tennis players, Serena and Venus Williams, decided before they were even born that they would be professional tennis players. He did not let anything interfere with that belief for years and years and years. He fed their mind with what he wanted them to think about themselves. And you know what? We can do the same thing by controlling our thoughts. All right, so a book I read over Christmas vacation was by T. Harv Eker called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And in this book, he teaches that we all have a money mindset and how our belief about money, based on maybe like what we were taught as a kid, may not necessarily be true. And that you can train yourself to be a millionaire just by changing your thought life. So from this book, I took away a list of declarations, which I repeat to myself daily, and it has made 100% difference in my financial life. I loved this book so much that I read it 3 times. Now, you can listen to the audio version for free right now on YouTube, and that's real easy. You listen to that while you're driving or doing other things. It's real easy to consume that book really fast because it's so, so good. The most important habit that I changed as a result of reading it was to practice gratitude, becoming more grateful. So first thing in the morning, I go ahead and just declare my gratitude to God for all of the good things in my life. And I don't focus on the bad things. Because what we focus on expands. So I don't focus on the bad. I focus on what I'm grateful for because I want more of that. But one of those declarations is gratitude for the fact that there are more than enough resources available to get rich. All of the money and all of the things you need are already abundantly available for you. You just have to decide that you're going to go and get them. And so if you have a burning desire to do land flipping, if you decide to do it, then you find out the action steps, you do the work, you do the research, and you'll find yourself doing what I am doing and earning high profits on deals to the tune of 6 figures a month. Now, what does it take to have 6 figures a month? Okay, let's just say we want to have $1 million as our goal in a year. You know what? That is surprisingly easy to achieve. If you don't believe that, let me break it down for you. So $1 million a year would be $83,333 per month in income. Now, if you could close 4 deals a month at $25,000 profit, you're overachieving at $100,000 a month in income. Now, I like to reach high for the stars, and I hope I catch the moon. So in this case, the 83,000 would be the moon. So then next you have to figure out the action steps required to get those 4 deals a month. I can totally show you how to do that part-time. My monthly sales last month were $160,000, just closing 2 deals. And next month looks like it's going to be $253,000 with 3 deals. They're already scheduled to close. Okay, I'll share more about my pipeline in just a minute and about those deals, but it comes down to how much mail can you send? And if you can't afford to send enough mail to generate those leads, find a partner. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Pat. Welcome. All right, listen, the Bible talks about King Solomon, who is widely known as one of the wealthiest and richest men, or wealthiest and wisest men of all time. And he said, iron sharpens iron. So when two or more people gather together with one purpose and a burning desire, something new forms. And Napoleon Hill, who's the author of Think and Grow Rich, likened it to like a third mind. It opens infinite possibilities for your business. All right, if you have any questions about my pipeline, pop them in the chat. I'm going to just describe real quick what my model is, okay? I'm looking for high profit deals so that if you're here to learn how to buy inexpensive lots and flip them on payments, or you're in the wrong place. If you want to subdivide lots, that's not happening here. And if you want to buy cheap and sell for $5,000 to $10,000 profit, we're not doing that either. Now, there is nothing wrong with any of those business models. There are many ways to make money with land, but my model is high profit deals, which can take a little longer to close, but bring far more income per deal, which means really less work, which is great because I want to be lazy. But it's just like a cruise ship. A cruise ship, it can't go from 0 to 50 miles per hour in 60 seconds, right? And you too will need to turn on your marketing engine and slowly start making your way out of the harbor, okay? So for example, go ahead and pull a month's worth of property ownership data and schedule the mail to drip out for you weekly. It's just going to be behind the scenes while, over the next 4 weeks, it'll be going on while you're doing something else. Then go schedule an appointment on your calendar for 3 weeks from now and pull the next month's list, All right, cool. Kurt Christensen, wow, glad you loved the book. Harv is awesome. Yeah, I absolutely loved that book. I listened to it 3 times on my vacation. All right, so today's topic, and Kurt, I know you're going to like this because it's my deal pipeline, okay? So I have 3 scheduled closings for this month, and the estimated profit before closing costs is $253,000. I hope I get another one under contract. I'd love to break a record. I'll tell you about those closings in just a minute, about those properties. But I also have 11 properties that are currently for sale. Okay, and then 6 are in the pre-marketing phase. So I have contracts signed. I'm working on due diligence and getting them ready to put on the market. And then I have about 11 sales conversations happening that I haven't deemed, dead. So I'm having conversations with people who want to know, am I legit? Am I really going to do what my contract says I'm going to do? Like, am I really going to close, I guess is what I mean by that. And 2 of those 11 sales conversations have verbally said, yes, I'm going to sign the contract, but it just hasn't arrived yet. I have not received it in my hands yet. So that is my pipeline. All right, so I'll tell you real quick about my my closings. And if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. Otherwise, I'll just tell you about my closings. Okay, so the first closing I have is for 12 acres. I purchase, the contract to purchase is $75,000, and it's under contract to sell for $179,000. But plus there'll be 2 real estate commissions because I hired an agent myself on this one, and then the buyer brought an agent. Okay, so after commissions, I'll probably make around $93,000 on this one minus closing costs. And this one has been in my pipeline for, sadly, almost a year. Now, the situation with this one is it has road frontage on a 2-lane highway across from a Dollar General store. It's been part of a subdivided, larger parcel that was subdivided back in the 90s. And we had a plat map and a previous perk site. And I had to hire an agent for this one because at the time I got the property, I had about 30 for sale, and I really needed help. So the agent got very hung up when people would call and ask about the perk site on the property. So even though I told her how to sell it, she just couldn't get past the real estate training that said, people want the perk test before they're willing to buy it. And because she held that belief, she was not able to get past that and sell to someone. So my response to her was, look, tell them that because I'm an investor flipping the property, I don't do any site work like a perk test. And she just kept bringing me offers with contingencies on that. And I said, no, I kept rejecting the offers she sent me. My phone's going off. I kept rejecting the offers that she sent me. And so finally, after many months, she kind of learned, how to talk to the buyers about the offer that I would accept. So finally, she got it right, and she sent me the right offer. I got it signed just last week. So very excited about that finally going to closing. Okay, the second closing is also a 12-acre property. Now this is on a very busy intersection, and it's zoned commercial, or at least partially commercial. The purchase price on this one was $40,000, and I have it under contract for $169,000, and there are no agents involved. So this one should profit about $129,000 minus closing costs. I mean, that is more than 300% return on investment. That is just unbelievable. But guess what? I didn't even put a dime of my own money into it, and I won't to get it closed. Now, I don't mail to commercial land, so I don't know if anybody's putting that question in the chat because I haven't looked yet. I don't mail to commercial land, but this one was zoned mixed use, residential and commercial, so it wasn't filtered out of my list. I guess that was a good thing this time. Now, this one had a billboard on it, okay? So the seller wants to retain the rights to the billboard, so we had to create an easement, and the new buyer had to agree to accept the easement. So the easement language was drafted by an attorney at my title company, and I was able to convince the seller to pay the $600 fee to draft the language. Okay, then I had to get that same language and add it to my contract with the buyer. It was a special stipulation that I added to the contract. And just for setting all of this up with everyone and coordinating, I am earning $129,000. I mean, pinch me. I cannot believe what a great business this is. I've never made this kind of money before. Amazing. Okay, my third property that I'll be closing this month is going to sound like a terrible deal compared to the others. The buy price is around $30,000 and the sale price is $65,000. And there are two agents involved. So on this one, I'm only going to make about $31,000 minus closing costs. What I love about land flipping is, it produces higher margins than flipping houses for way less work and in less time. I mean, it may take longer time to close, but like my time working on it is very small, very small. And I have fewer headaches from not having to coordinate all the contractors and come up with designs for the tile and the backsplash. I can do it all from the comfort of home, or you could do it anywhere there's internet. And it can be started as a side hustle because you can do it in just a few hours a week. Really, it could totally be a part-time job. And you know what? There's no competition. There's only about a fraction of the people who are flipping land compared to those people who are flipping houses in the highly, highly competitive housing industry. But the best part, when dealing in land, you don't have to worry about visiting it or fixing anything. So if you're interested in going more in depth on how I do my deals, then RSVP for my High Profit Secrets webinar that's coming up very, very soon. The registration link's at the top of the Facebook group page for Land Flipping 101. And, reach out to me by posting a question on this page or send me a private message or just email me at chris@landflipping101.com. Thanks for joining me.